it's like a canvas. Like, what's the meaning of this painting? Well, you give it meaning. And what you see in that painting might be completely different from what the creator of the painting wanted to tell you. Right? The same with life. If you want to live a meaningful life, you can't like chase money. You can't like you need to live for something. All right? And the best way to live for something or to live a fulfilling life is to give. To give back with whatever skill you have. Like, you focus on something. That's also how you make friends. Like, a lot of people email me like, oh, I'm so bad at making friends. Like, what can I change? Well, like, would you be friends with yourself? Like, you just focus on something and you show passion in that something and you become an interesting person. And people will approach you from alone. You don't have to try. So, and that's what I'm doing. I try to, just do my best to use my skills and my knowledge the best way possible. And look, I'm telling you, one day it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late one day. The day will come. I'm going to get canceled. I'm already walking on thin ice. I'm telling you. I told you many times. YouTube, I don't make any views on YouTube. Or you will simply be too late. And then you won't know. And this thing will happen that I'm talking about. And you're like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do now? Yeah. There was this guy telling you for all these years. So I was telling you. No, I can't care more about your own life than you do. What the difference with normal ones? Good man. How much is the meat there? Wow. Yeah, it's just too much. Grocery prices haven't come down since COVID. I believe it's still going up, right? Prices, not only groceries, like prices in general, have not come down. Oh, there's deflation. What is deflation? Is inflation going down, or is it just going up less fast? And now base effects are gone because of energy. The last CPI was low because energy is so low. And it's manipulated, obviously. They keep energy down. It hurts Russia. It hurts energy exporting countries. What are the energy exporting countries? BRICS. What is BRICS going to unveil this August on the 22nd? A gold-backed currency. It's an existential threat to the USD. So they have an incentive to spout propaganda, to lie to your face about like demand destruction. Like, there's less demand in the world. There's less. Look, China's demand is shrinking. Yeah, why? Do you know why? Because China's dumping all the US bonds and buys gold. They're punishing China for dumping the dollar, for not buying their bonds. The AAA rating for US bonds went down. And I see economists. They have PhDs in this. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You're also correct because it was published in the Wall Street Journal that China is now in deflation. China is in deflation. It will be at 6 to 9 months before the US will be in deflation. Yeah, good point. Gotta study every day to learn. Yeah, Dharma Kid, thank you. Dharma Kid is on my newsletter. Like, he can tell you. Like, I can't tell the same. Like, I feel like I have to. Like, all my videos would be the same. I would just talking about the same shit. And also, my videos are just scripts. Like, the script, I'm reading from my newsletter, and I make a video. Like, you do know that, right? I think you make enough. China's in deflation now and will, yeah. I think more problem will happen now after what's happening in Niger. Yeah, that adds to the problem. Like, I mean, basic economics, okay? Like, come on. Like, all of you guys know basic economics. It's not rocket science, okay? So when supply goes down, what happens to price? What happens to price? It goes up, right? Like, you have an island and you have 100 banana, okay? So there's a monkey on the island, they have 100 banana. Now, there's a flood and half the bananas are gone. Are bananas more valuable or less valuable? Well, banana is more valuable, right? So when supply goes down, prices go up. Okay, how about demand? So when demand goes up, what happens to price? Hallo, schönen Abend. When you have the same island with monkey and you have 100 banana, and now I come with a helicopter and I drop 900 bananas on top of the island. Okay, so now you have 1,000 bananas on the island, but originally there was 100. Is banana more valuable or less valuable? Yeah, I know. Hello. Banana is less valuable. Okay, so let's see what happens in the world, okay? So this year, the demand for energy go down or up? Regardless of geopolitics, regardless of China's demand for energy is constantly going up every year. Regardless, without anything happening. Okay? But now on top of that, you have China reopening from the COVID lockdowns. They're the biggest importer of energy. Global demand is going up. Okay, let's look at supply. Germany's pipeline was just blown up. You have the crisis, like you said, in Niger. The pipeline's going through Niger. Rig counts are going down in the US. Companies are going bankrupt. OPEC did a 2.5 million barrels cut per day. Russia cut 600 million and then another 800 million. And what should happen to price? So supply is down. Immensely down. Astronomically down. So what would happen to price? What would happen to price on Banana Island? Prices should go up, create a new equilibrium, and then that will send a signal to the markets. Hey, look, we have to produce more, so you increase supply, that will bring prices down, or, things are getting too expensive, so we have to buy less, and demand goes down, and prices go down. But what do you see is happening with prices, energy prices? They're down. They're kept down. Commodity markets are controlled by the West. Okay? Gas is up in San Diego. Of course, it's up everywhere. Like, I have friends in Los Angeles, their gas price tripled, almost tripled. And then you look at the commodity markets, they're down. Like, it's obviously manipulated. Obviously. Like, I don't this is just your opinion. This is not my opinion. This is objective reality. Okay? So, within one term, the Biden administration weaponized the dollar, seizing assets from Russian oligarchs, weaponizing the dollar, increasing interest rates. You know what that does for superpower? Like, if you have a superpower, like if you have a world currency, it's really bad that you increase interest rates, because that's a premium that other countries have to pay on top of their imports to pay for shit. So you're increasing rates. You lied to your own people that you're fighting inflation with negative rates. That doesn't even make sense. You weaponize the dollar. Everyone's dumping the dollar as a result of that. You weaponize commodity markets, just like you did with gold. Gold should be at 30K. 25, 30K. Gold is not even reaching 2K. This is known. Goldman Sachs manipulating gold markets. This is known through the government for years. And now they're doing the same with energy markets, with commodity markets. Oh, Goldie, you're wrong. Oh, my tech stocks went actually up 7%. You must be wrong, Goldie. I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't know. I just hope when you unalive yourself, please at least give me a show. Like do a backflip or swing around, you know? Or like do something useful, like something entertaining. Because eventually, I'll be vindicated. And you're gonna be fucked. Okay? Like if you think, like you can believe whatever you want. Because your number goes up. No, my number goes up. Tech stock's going up. You're wrong. Okay, you can believe that during stagflation it's a good idea to hold bonds, to hold cash, to invest into crypto. You can believe that is a good idea. And actually, I want you to, like, if you think that, I actually want you to believe that. Because I don't want to help you. Please do that. But remember, when you unalive yourself, please do something entertaining. Anyways, so when I make a video, like this is what you have to understand. When I make a video about a complex topic, I want to talk about something, I can't, it's raining, I know. I can't say what I just said over and over again. You understand? Every video would be half an hour. That's why I have a newsletter. I'm writing a newsletter daily. It's like $10 a month. And it's 1 week for free. I set it for free, so you can test it out. You can cancel anytime, no strings attached. And nothing is stopping you. I'm just telling you. And you can ask me, you can ask the people there. There's millionaires on my newsletter. They're not stupid people. And you get all the economic guides for free. My indicators, everything there. Because I can't make a video that's 30 minutes every day and explain everything again and again and again to everyone who's asking me the same questions every day. Just to make a point. Everywhere, everything is going up like crazy. Yeah, I know, Fatima. Jesus Christ. But you know what that means if it's sunny and there's rain? That means there is a rainbow somewhere. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah, it's actually nice. I'm not bothered by the rain now. It's really nice. Very beautiful, very green here. Yeah, but look, in my content, right, I talk about the Fed, economics and stuff, but there's a deeper understanding of what is happening. And that's why I wrote my book. So if you read my book, Awakening, it's available on Amazon, link in the bio, please leave a review. What's up, brother? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too. Like the review would be the biggest gift. You reading the book would be the biggest gift. But the review is like, it's awesome. Like if you leave it nice review. You should tell your friends. Like, yeah. All right, enough about this stuff. What's up with you guys? I don't even know where the rain's coming from. There's like no clouds above me. Germany's weird. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nothing new, all the same. But you know, that means that you're happy, you know? You know that feeling of like almost being bored? Like when nothing is going on in your life? That's actually happiness. That's what happiness is. Everything is weird nowadays. Just some routine. Oh man, what's your daily routine like? Ken is saying, can I ask what's the best way to get out of a 9 to 5 in your honest opinion? Yeah, I can. So, I can tell you about myself. So I hated going to the office 9 to 5. I wanted to be self-employed. And there is lots of jobs online that allow you to do that. So there's two ways, okay? So if you have the education, okay, then just look for a job that you would like to do that aligns with what you did. If you want to do that, right? Like if you want to do that, and what is available, and just look what they need. Maybe you can brush up your resume. Maybe you can add some new skills, and you can apply for first, for jobs for that. If you don't have the education, a good way to start is looking into sales and customer service. And you have to wait it out for yourself, you know? Jesus Christ. These birds are smashing. I'm sorry, oh man, this bird's horny. Anyway, so if you don't have the education, customer service or sales, you can get pretty, like if you already have experience, they pay decently. There's jobs decently. But you have to wait out how important it is for you. Are you okay with losing, let's say, $1,000 a month, but you can work from home? Is it worth it for you? Or you can just work from anywhere you want? You have to make that decision. So that might allow you to get into an online job, huh? But maybe it pays less at the beginning. The third option is you open your own business. So that's what most people will tell you on TikTok, I think, what I heard. So you don't quit your job and like, oh, I'm going to become a day trader. Like, no. You want to maybe switch your job that allows you to have like if you do a very physical job and you come home and you're just exhausted and you can't do anything else, then getting out of there, like you probably have to switch your job and do something that gives you the time to work on yourself, build your own business, and do your own stuff. So that's what I did. Okay, so I have certain skills, and I found companies that pay me to work for them, to do their work, as a contractor, and I don't have an office I have to go to, you know. And on top of that, I have my TikTok, you know, but you know it's not really a job, right? And I do little other stuff, like I write my books and everything. But I have a job or jobs, you know. I build a life that gives me the free time and the mind to produce daily content, to have the time to write a book, to have the time to write a daily newsletter. Probably wouldn't have had that if I would still work in some shitty office. And I don't make as much, but it was worth it for me. Because I'm home, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I have so much time. And also, like, you have to stop comparing yourself to other people. You're not them. Like I don't know, let's pick an example, like an extreme example, like Jeff Bezos. To be Jeff Bezos, to make the money you have to be Jeff Bezos. Just look at his daily routine, what he does every day. Like his life is working. I don't want to work like him. I just don't want to. Not even if I was a billionaire. I have nothing from life. That's why I'm not jealous of Jeff Bezos. It's great. You know, I use Amazon. I can sell my book on Amazon. Like, thank you, Jeff Bezos. I think you deserve that money. Right? So you have to be the same way. You become bitter and resentful, and you hate your job, you hate your life. Like, then become an adult, take some responsibility, and just do it, man. And also, if you switch jobs, like let's say you want to move to another country or something, right? Which I'm also doing. Like Nap says, you don't seem to enjoy Germany much, Goldie. No, not that much. You're right. So if you plan to move to another country, give yourself at least 6 months for applying jobs over there, and then that's probably the easiest way. You find a job in that country, and you go and do that. But yeah, give yourself at least 6 months. And if you have the education, great. If you don't have the education, sales and customer service, lots of positions, always hiring, always. You can also do copywriting. Like if you like writing, like me, you can write articles for companies. You can, like, that's also a gig. You can make decent money. And it's a great way to start while having a job too. You can do all these things while having a job. Like what I don't recommend is like drop shipping, a YouTube channel, becoming a YouTuber, becoming a TikTok star, trying to make money on TikTok with your content. Like I have a video I made the other day, this week. It has 30,000 views or 38,000 views, I think. So I tell you, I made like 38,000 views. Okay, within like 3 days. And I mention my book in my newsletter in that video. Did you know how many people clicked on the link in my bio? Not the book. They didn't buy it, or they didn't click the link, like the link in my link. Just the link in my bio. Do you know how many? Close to 30, not even 30. That day, I got like 15,000 views. 11 people clicked on the link. Not one sign up on my newsletter, which is for free. A whole week for free. No one signs up. So I don't recommend you do that. Like if you're trying to make money. I think I can never do anything other than being a lawyer. Well, if you like being a lawyer, there is so many possibilities. You can be a lawyer and work and do some work online, right? There's a lot of, like, I knew this Japanese girl. She was working in this agency that helped people get visas to come to Canada from Japan, right? And they always need people who know the law, right? Oh, I will get married and settle home. I love my job and I have a great job. There you go. Perfect. That's the thing, right? So then that's fine, right? There's no right or wrong. Like, if you love what you're doing, then that's great. But there's no point to doing what you hate for 50 years, 40 years, and then just having a miserable life and just hoping to retire. And like your life begins now. And like, I know I mention it a lot, but I really put so much heart in my newest book. And in the 8th, 9th, and 9th and 10th chapter, I actually talk about all this stuff. I talk about all this stuff, like self-love, how to do what you want. In my book, I explained the example of somebody who wants to travel the world. So they want to travel the world, but they think in their head, oh shit, I can't do that unless I'm like a millionaire. And then I can, just be in a constant holiday. But you could become a chef in a cruise ship. You could become an air steward. That way, that would finance you traveling the world. So you just have to, like, a lot of the things that you want to do, chances are, just think of what you want to do. Like if I gave you unlimited money on your account, what would you do? Like, you wouldn't be on the beach the whole day. Like, you would maybe do that for a week or two, and then you get bored. Like, there must be something that you want to do, and you have to find that thing. And whatever that thing is, chances are you can already do that. Just like with the traveling example in my book. So, I want to help people. I wanted to help people. I'm passionate about like economics and stuff. So how can I do that? I thought of myself, right? And I'm having this channel. I'm writing a newsletter. I talk to people every day that ask me questions. I answer emails. And I write books. And if I became a millionaire, multi-millionaire, tomorrow, I would still do this. I would do it better. Like, I would have more, like, I would probably have like a studio or something, I could have like a whole show. But it wouldn't change what I do. And that's important for you to find out, like, what makes you wake up every day. And a very important thing, it's also in my book, is you need to focus on creating and not consuming. So you have to find something that you like. But if the answer is, oh, I like travel, I like food, I like watching movies, that's all consumption. That doesn't count. What do you like to do that is creating? For me, helping people, talking about the news, talking about politics. I can't talk about this with my friends all the time, or with my brother. So I have an outlet for this and talk to you guys. I like painting. I'm an artist. I created numerous paintings. I don't, if I had $1 million, if I was a multimillionaire, which I'm not, I wouldn't change anything about this. I would just write more books. I would spend more time making content. I would spend more time creating art. So you have to do that. Funny you say that. I have 2 jobs. One is an air steward, but we call it flight attendant. Great job. Yeah, there you go. See, John knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like, again, like, really, you guys should really read my book again, you know. Like, I write all this stuff in my book. I talk about religion, I talk about communism, Marxism, politics, values, the Fed, economics. My whole economic guide is in there. I don't have that guide anymore. I don't sell my guide anymore. It's just in the book. And guys, like, and please write a review though. Like if you get it, if you read it, please DM me. We can talk about it. I would really love to hear your what do you have to say about it. A few people read it. A few people read it and they're fuck, man, blown away. So you guys should really read it. If you don't follow my newsletter. Goldie Netgat has been showing signs of popping. Yeah. Hell yeah, totally agree. I was going to move from Canada to the Philippines, but I accidentally got a job at SpaceX in LA, but I don't really want to move to LA. So I will work there for 3 to 5 years, then move to the Philippines. Okay, crypto cowboy. Like, look, I don't know you, I don't know about your life, but I know you following me for a while. And like, okay, look, to me, if I was in your position, I made like this great salary, I worked at SpaceX, boy, it's always what I wanted to do. But I had to be in LA. I had to remain in the US. And like you say, 3 to 5 years, like, look, like, I don't know if you saw the beginning of this show, but look what happened in just one term. In one presidential term of Biden, look what shit happened. Weaponizing the dollar. Weaponizing commodities markets. The world is against the West. Like, you have not only stagflation, which I'm talking about, you have a monetary reset. We're at the end of the long-term debt cycle. That's it. They're printing money to budget right now, the US. They're buying their own bonds. I don't think we have 3 to 5 years before things go really bad, real quick. So I can only tell you, if you have the chance to move to the Philippines, do not miss that chance. Do not burn that bridge. At the very least, have the ability to just go. Just pack your stuff, leave your job there, and go the next day. Do not miss that opportunity. I'm telling you. All right, so that's what I can tell you, man. I don't think we have 3 to 5 years left. I'm in a position where I'm able to leave very quickly. Yeah, but do you have a visa? Do you have a passport? Do you have family there? Do you have people there? Do you have a place to go? Make sure you got all that. And for everyone who's staying in the US, I don't know, I would go to Florida, maybe, or I would just fuck off to Alaska or something if I had to stay in the US. If it was in Canada, I would go to like some remote bullshit place where it was just too difficult for the government to come and get me. It's just like not difficult, like it's not worth it. And yeah, I plan on transferring to Florida after 1 year. Yeah, that's a good move. It's LA. I get out of the cities. Does this mean it's time to sell my S&P 500 stocks? Look, I sold my S&P 500 stocks a long time ago. Yeah, but it went up like 16% or something this year. If you have gains, Look, I can't give you financial advice. Like, look, this is the thing with advice, right? Like, I don't want to give you advice. But I tell you, I sold mine a long time ago. You know, if I would have made 16% this year, I would sell. If I had made 16% with my S&P tech stocks, just before people are going to realize we're in stagflation, I would sell. And you get Tesla shares too, right? I think. Oh no, sorry. Do you get like SpaceX, some shares or something like that? No, I don't think so. Okay, but then what do I do with all that money? Honestly, like precious metals and using that money to get out of the US. Yes, SpaceX shares, 15% of my salary. There you go. So you can, I can sell them too. But I would use that money to leave. Get some property there or something. To be honest, I have lots of money. Not sure where to put it. So right now, I would not be in the stock market. If you have a money market account, like there is a, like if you're American, there's a Vanguard money market account that pays like 5% dividend. 5% interest. And you can hold your cash there until things break, and then you can go into commodities. So that's what I'm doing. Look, I can't tell you what you have to do, but I can tell you what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm in commodities. I get good dividends from my commodity ETFs. I have cash in a high interest paying account. But I'm not like, this is not a free market. Okay, this is not a free market. This is a market controlled by the government and the Fed, you know, pulling the levers of where the market is going. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it into the market. I would have my interest, my dividends. I would get my dividends from commodities, increase my cash flow that way, and then probably just do what you do for 3 to 5 years and then just F off to Southeast Asia. And that money that I earned from that dividends and everything will probably be enough to live a comfortable life. And yeah, like drink some coconut on the beach while watching the world burn. What is that money markets account symbol? VCMDX is the commodity ETF, which is really good, by the way. If you're American, check it out. But you need $50,000 though. Okay, so you probably have 50K. You need 50K. It's called VCMDX. That's the ticker. But the money market account, VC something XX at the end. But you will see it. Just give them a call. Give them a call on Monday. Just say, hey, I saw VCMDX. I want to invest. And I heard about this money market account for Vanguard. And I would like to put my cash there. They would be happy to assist you. Yeah. Look, this is not paid promotion, no paid propaganda. I'm not getting paid for this by Vanguard. Okay, I'm just seeing, like, if I was an American, this is what I would do. You would still mind to commodities at this time? Yes, I would be in commodities, and that's 5% guaranteed. Is there any risk? No, it's just your cash. It's interest. So you just have you have your money in their account. And the last time I checked was 5%. But look, check yourself. Maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm mixing it up with something. But last year I checked was like 2.5%. And recently I checked it's like 5 point something percent just for your cash. And then there's VCMDX. It's a commodities ETF. It's not a stock ETF, right? It's commodities. And they pay decent money too. So any commitment time? I'm not 100% sure. Like just check out the Vanguard page, website, or better give them a call. Just give them a call. They will be happy to help you. Not paid promotion. This is not paid advertisement. I wish I would get paid for all the information I give you guys. I really wish. Like, that's actually what I am, like, I don't know, in my back mind, right? I'm a dreamer, right? So I have 23 people on my newsletter now. If it was 230 people, so I'm like 10% there. If it was 230 people, oh man, I would actually, make this my job, and I could just do so much more. But I just feel like I have to always, I feel like, when you work and you just get like paid like $4 an hour or something, and you're like, this is not worth it, and that's how I constantly feel. So I try to put my expectations down, right? Because it's just an expectation I have, and I need to value. I need to if you want to be happy, you have to want less. You have to be happy with less, or you have to work more to get what you want. And I feel like I feel like it. Okay, that I just work way above of what I'm getting out, and that's because of my expectations. Of course you're not gonna make money writing a book or something, right? But yeah, I would really like people to read my newsletter. Thanks. What do you think is the next step in the economy? So they increased rates by 0.25%, right? So there's going to be another 0.25% increase, maybe, and they're going to leave rates where they are for the rest of the year. But eventually they have to lower rates. Because they can't pay $1 trillion in interest. They could, they're already paying trillions of dollars, just printing it. But the end, look, this is the end, man. There's no road to kick the can to. It's over. So they're just gonna drag this out as long as possible until things just completely break. I put a lot of hope into the BRICS summit on August 22nd, but there's a chance that nothing will happen. But if all these BRICS countries peg their currencies to gold, there's going to be if that happens, they peg their currencies to gold, and then they have a system like SWIFT. They have their own commodities market, like this Shanghai Company Association, I think, organization. All these entities can basically just combine and replace the Western commodities markets and SWIFT. And if that's what they're doing, which I think they're doing, man, it's over. It's over for the dollar. And it's already over for the dollar, right? It's just a matter of time. But even if they unveil this, you will see, the media here on fucking TikTok, on YouTube, look on my comment section. Oh, look, nothing happened. Yeah, there's going to be a period where everything seems fine. When you go bankrupt, when you have credit card debt and you go bankrupt, the day before you go bankrupt, you have a steak dinner. You're sleeping with the hookers. You're in Vegas. Everything looks fine, right? But then the next day, they just cut up your card in front of you and you're homeless, right? So, I'm just telling you guys, especially you, Crypto Cowboy, when the average NPC, the average normie, or the average person figures out what is going on, it's going to be too late. So you have to prepare now. You have to prepare now. Get your shit together. Get out of the cities. Join a community. Get a homestead far away from the cities. Move to another country. Buy gold. Buy real estate. Not in the US, in another country. Like, just leave. Okay? You don't want to be where you are in Canada, in Los Angeles, when the collapse happens. Okay? Like, during the starving time in China, like, millions of people died, right? Because of Mao's Marxist, Leninist revolution and communist economics, millions of people starved to death. Most of the people starving were in the cities. People in the villages, it wasn't great, but they didn't die. So you really want to be far away from all that stuff. Come to Egypt. Yeah, look, if you have family or friends in Egypt or the Philippines or in some other country, perfect. Give them a call. Go there. Go visit at least. Go for a holiday. Visit them. Look for, dude, you have to really, the trap's being built around you. Look what happened with COVID, man. You just couldn't leave. Do you want to wait for that to happen? Real estate here goes up like crazy. Yeah. What do you think about moving to BRICS countries? So BRICS countries, you mean like Brazil, Russia, like India, China, South Africa? Like, BRICS countries are not only those countries. The BRICS countries are basically 80% of the world. Like, Africa wants to join BRICS. Asia wants to join BRICS. The Middle East wants to join BRICS. Like, every country except the G7 countries, like basically the West, is a BRICS country. So I want to move to Asia, like to Southeast Asia, just like you. Probably not the Philippines, but to another country there. But I don't want to reveal too much. I'm still waiting for, I'm in the process of doing things, but I don't want to jinx it by talking about it. And then it feels like I already achieved it, and then it's not gonna be anything. And if it doesn't work, like what I'm trying to do right now, then it's gonna take another few months longer. And if that happens, then it's gonna be like, oh, didn't you want to do this and that, and then I just couldn't, and I look stupid. So I'm not gonna talk about it now. But when it's time, I will talk about it. When things are solidified, when my plans are solidified, I'm gonna talk about it. No. Like, I wish my newsletter would work. If I had my newsletter going, if I had 500 people on there. Yeah, I have 36,000 followers. Like, if I just had a 0.5%, 0.5% of them joining my newsletter, that would literally save my life. Literally save my life. Yeah, I'm trying, but yeah, I'm tired too. But what does over look like in your eyes? Over is over. Look at Venezuela. Look at any empire that was declining. Roman Empire. Venezuela. Look at Weimar Germany. That's what I mean with over. You will do it. It's okay. Thank you for giving me hope. Yeah. I know, I never give up, but there's times where, it just gets to me, And on top of that, I get these stupid comments. You understand slowly? If you watch some of my of my comments, like, and then it's like, I don't know, sometimes, like, I know, but cheer up, come on. Like I sound too depressing. Like I'm not depressed or anything. Like don't worry. Like I'll be fine. I'll be fine without I'll be fine without people in my newsletter or without people reading my book. I'll be fine. Like that's just what I do on the side, Just screen it for me. I will deal with them. You got Law and Order. Thank you for the heart. Pinky promise. Alright, pinky promise. Danny Ruiz. Like the video. Thank you. You'll be great. I am already. I am already. Like, who can say that people buy their paintings? Like, who can say that? Who can say, oh, actually, I wrote several books? Who says that? Who can say that about themselves? Oh, I have a social media channel. I have 1,500 videos and thousands of people following and millions that watched it. Who can say that about themselves? Right? I can. Thank you for the roses. What do you think of the possibility of 0-point energy? What is 0-point energy? Like, you mean like this NK99 bullshit? Like just free energy? Yes, you can be proud of you. I am proud of me. Danny Roos says, "Hi man, great videos. Love the one regarding economic rotation. Will like more updates like this." Danny Roos, if you like my sector rotation, I had a guide about sector rotation, and I took the guide and put it in my book. The book is called Awakening. If you are just starting investing, my first book, A Guide to Almost Foolproof Investing, is helping you to, build a portfolio. What is investing even? Like, what is dollar cost averaging, budgeting, like everything you need to know before you get into investing. And then at the end, I go into sector rotation, which is based on the short-term debt cycle. And then Awakening, my newest book, is basically like the perfect continuation of that. It's like more advanced. You will probably read it a few times over to fully understand it. But I gave my best to explain it the best way possible. And you will also learn what to do during stagflation and what to do when you have the end of a long-term debt cycle, because then sector rotation can't help you. If, like, I have on my Discord, I have it's called the Goldie indicator. Maybe some of you know. It's like a program where you can type in economic data. You can look it up and you can just type it in. You can just give it it's like a point system. It's like an Excel sheet of point systems. And it will show you where we are in the cycle. And it will show, like I checked like a few weeks ago, it will show we are between boom and recession since over a year because it's stagflation. But look, I explain everything in my book. And I also explain why these things keep happening in history. And then you will learn about Marxism, you will learn about values and politics and what that even means, right? Why, but politics is always between two powers, the ones that have it and want to hold on to it, and the ones that want it and don't have it, and how their values shaped, and how values shape politics, and how politics shape what is happening now, basically, the end of the financial system in the West. So very interesting book. Probably one of the best reads you will ever have. So link in my bio. Has very good daily newsletter. He has a very good Danny Roos. Funny Chiamento. Yes, very good. Yeah. I do. Yeah, if you want to learn, I write a newsletter too daily. You can look. You can join for free. It's 1 week for free. Just check it out. If you like my newsletter, like you will like my newsletter. Like if you like my videos are just my newsletter. Like I read off my newsletter to make my videos. I use my newsletter as a script. So if you want to get it every morning, the full newsletter, not just a video, like my video is just a paragraph of my newsletter. You'll get everything. And I talk about it 5 times a week. And and there's also a guide, an economic guide is there too. Like the old economic guide, like for sector rotation only, is also on my newsletter for free, completely for free. You can just download it. Yeah, all the links are in my bio. Let's see. No, 0 point energy is starting to gain speed, and if come true, it will be a game changer. I wish I could talk about it, but I just don't know. I just don't know what 0 point energy is. It sounds like some free energy scam bullshit. So look, I can tell you why this is happening. So when I heard of this, what is called NK99 room temperature superconductor, I read that headline. I saw it on TikTok. I don't even have to listen to it. I don't even have to know exactly what it is, what they found, blah, 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 because I already know. Okay? Every year, there's these guys in South Korea. They look at Elon Musk. Okay, so crypto cowboy is going to be really pissed now. But they look at people like Elon Musk, and like, who is the artist. He's the artist, the expert in promising you things, getting investor money, and then not delivering. That's Elon Musk. It's Elon Musk. We still don't have self-driving cars with Tesla. There's no Tesla robot. There's no those underground tunnels, vacuum-filled tunnels, Neuralink. Like all these things just are designed to excite you. So you get investors and you're done. And these young guys in Korea, they're like, this motherfucker is like an expert in doing this and he's a billionaire. So we have something going, it sounds believable. Let's just blow up the story. And as long as it lasts, we just get as many investors and as much money as possible. Oh, 2 laboratories tested it and it works in the laboratory. But every time this happens, like NK99 is not the first time this happened. Every year there's some breakthrough, fusion. Since 50 years, they're trying to do fusion. And every time it fails because it's not economical. It's simply not economical. Sure, in a lab, you can create a little sun and create fusion, but you don't get more power out of it than you put in. And then there's the superconductor at room temperature. That's exactly the same thing. I don't need to read about it. I don't need to. And I know there's some people out there like, oh, you're just not informed. And look, I already know. That's called wisdom. I also talk about this in my book. What is intelligence? It's 4 things. And one of those 4 things that create intelligence, or that you can call it, is wisdom. So if you have wisdom, you already know it's bullshit. You don't need to know the details. If you see it over and over and over again. So, and the 0 point energy stuff, look, I don't know what it is. I might be wrong, I might be wrong. Maybe it is a game changer. Maybe it is Tesla's secret idea that the oil companies are hiding, so they don't allow free energy to happen. Maybe aliens are real, and we have alien technology that could revolutionize everything, but the evil oil companies are, suppressing the tech, the super tech that could just give you free energy because they want to sell oil. Oh, did I mention that 85% of the world energy production, oil refining, is state-owned? Did I mention that? And just like 15 to 20% is like company-owned? Yeah. Now, when the recession will come because the Fed wants Look, don't ask me which month the recession will come. What do you mean, which month? Like, this is the thing with quantifying things. I will tell you something. Like, even if I told you really what I think, my best guess, then you will act according to what I said. And then if it doesn't happen on that month, you're going to say, oh, but I already sold all my tech stocks because you said. That's the problem with quantifying things. Like, I'm not Dumbledore. Okay? Eventually we're going to have a recession, but we didn't have a recession. Did you listen to me 13 months ago when I said, oh, the 2 quarters of no growth is just a technical recession, but America is not actually in a recession? And now they revise all the numbers to make it look like we were in a recession. So like, your assumption already is completely wrong. You asking me like, oh, there's going to be an imminent recession, and you're basing that on propaganda since over a fucking year, which I'm exposing since January. I'm exposing it with data. So your question, like, look, I'm not shitting on you, but your question is already like assuming something that is wrong. There isn't going to be an imminent recession. The US is not in a recession, not with full employment. And I'm saying this since January. So I really can't answer your question. Like, don't ask me like quantifying questions. Like, that's the most. Like, just don't. Like, why don't you read my newsletter? And then you would know. And I wouldn't have to repeat myself every fucking day in every video. Repeat everything that happened. Like, it's very time sensitive information. I told you at the beginning of the show. I told you guys, if it's so time sensitive, things change so fast. In order to, like, I get the same questions every time. That's why I'm having a newsletter. So you learn. Like, I can't teach you a new language by sending you 1 or 2 emails. You have to learn that language every day. You have to talk to somebody. You know, I can't send you 2 emails and then you know Chinese. And that's the same with economics and what is happening in the world. Things are changing super fast. And I have to repeat myself every time before I can even make a point. Like, look, you're still thinking there's an imminent recession. So now I have to explain for fucking half an hour why there's not a recession. Why I have to make so many points. Everything what happened, what I said would happen, actually happened before I can make even a point and even give you like a month or answer your question. You understand? So just first chapter in my book, I talk about this imminent recession bullshit that's happening right now. First chapter of my book. It's for free on Kindle. My newsletter, 1 week for free. Just read my newsletter. Just read it. You would get it. Like, you would definitely not be asking me this question if you would. Room temperature superconductors have been peer-reviewed and the results were not replicated. Okay. Because I saw on TikTok that they replicated it twice in some other labs. But look, yeah, it's bullshit. There you go. Womp womp. California just approved the first self-driving autonomous vehicle and it's Mercedes. Lol. Right? Speaking of, proof the superconductors were only diamagnetic. I don't know what that means. So he has Twitter to promote the business. Yeah, pretty much. And he called it X, right? Yeah, like, look, he scrambled up Tesla. Look, this is like big lesson, right? I don't know what I'm talking about because the things I'm talking about didn't happen yet. Oh, my tech stocks are up 7% this year. So you must not know what you're talking about. Okay, let me tell you one of the things, right, that I was telling you guys where I heard the exact same stuff. It was 2019, I think. Or 2021? No, 2021, sorry. At the end of 2021, in December, I actually had Tesla shares. And I sold all my Tesla shares. I made lots of money. I sold them At the peak, that was around the time when I created my Goldie indicator using sector rotation. And my indicator said, I told you guys, hey, we have to rotate out of tech and rotate into commodities. Okay? It was at the end of 2021. I made an enormous amount of money selling my tech stocks. I said the same thing about crypto. I said about all the Bitcoin bros. I never got so many clown emojis in my life. I told you guys, Bitcoin was at 69,000 or something. And I said, look, you better listen. You better sell now. Or you don't know what you're talking about. It's going to the moon. It's going to the moon. What happened? Elon Musk bought Twitter with the money that he got by selling his Tesla shares. He was done with Tesla, and he was the pastor. He was the prophet of the church called Tesla, and now he built a new church called SpaceX. And now he's focusing on that. That's what Twitter was. And someone here told you. And also, right after 2022, I made all the money with oil until summer. Okay? I made all the money until summer because, again, I was right. The laws of economics don't change. And now, I'm telling you again, commodities prices went down, especially energy, contradicting the fundamentals because of recession fears. Watch my latest video. And now, people, again, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. My tech stocks are going up. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Number go up. Just because what I said will happen didn't happen yet, doesn't mean I'm wrong. Like, how many times do I have to be right that you shut up? And you know the best part? All these people that were laughing at me, the clown emoji guys, crickets. I never heard from them again. Never. In fact, around that same time, like a year prior, I started my TikTok account with all these gurus from Canada, from the same city I was in. The accounts are all gone. All the crypto bro accounts, like the smaller ones, the tech guys, like all these gurus, these stocks I'm investing in, they're all gone. But you know what? They had hundreds of thousands of followers. They probably made all the money selling their courses to you. But I don't do that. I don't do that. I never did. I write books. I write my newsletter. I don't make anything from you doing what I'm telling you. And what's the thank you? Not you guys, but what's the thank you I get? Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you are, and you call yourself an economics expert? Ha 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 ha. We'll see. But look, will it happen this year? I highly doubt. Like, there's a greater than 1% chance that till the end of the year they're going to continue the market manipulation. But this only works until it doesn't, until things break. And things will break. And when they do, oh man, it's going to be biblical. So 0-point energy will be openly tested in Italy in October using 2 electric vehicles. Okay, I'll look into it. I actually agree with everything you're saying. I was just about to ask what you're selling. Yeah, so look, let me talk about this, okay? Like, you're asking, so what are you selling? Okay, so you can't really call it selling, right? Like, I wrote books, I write books. I'm an artist, but you don't know this about this channel. And I write a newsletter. Okay, all that stuff is work. I can't pay and send you my book and write a book and do all the research and everything for free. Obviously, you're gonna buy a book, right? You can't put me in the same camp as someone selling a course, and you also can't put me in the same camp as selling you a copywriting course for €4,000 or $4,000. I write a newsletter. If you're interested in reading my newsletter every day, which I use as a script to make my videos. Like, if you like my videos are just paragraphs from my newsletter. I just read off my newsletter. Those are my videos with pictures behind me. But if you want to get the juiciest thing right there to read for you while you're in the washroom at work, or there you go. You can, okay? So, but now I need to tell you this. So there's two types of people online, okay? So there's people like that sell you something with big names too. For example, Peter Schiff. Do you know Peter Schiff? He's talking about gold. Gold, 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 gold. Okay? So he talks about gold, buy this. But Peter Schiff, I love Peter Schiff. Like, I'm not shitting on him or anything, okay? But Peter Schiff has a bank. Peter Schiff has a gold fund. He sells gold. This guy literally sells gold. So if you did what Peter Schiff said, was talking about 9 years ago, 10 years ago, you wouldn't have made much money with gold. Like, eventually he's going to be right, but he made his money because you bought gold. You bought the exact thing that he was talking about. So he made money regardless. Doesn't matter if it's right or not. He made money. Right? Same with the crypto bros. Crypto gurus, tech gurus. Huh? Same thing. On top of that, they have their courses. They make money with that. But if you buy Dogecoin and they hold it, they just wait for you to buy it for the millions of followers, and then they just dump it. You know how many times it happened? So many YouTube channels. I don't want to name names. Yeah. I need to puke thinking about that. Like, what disgusting, like, you call yourself a man? So unhonorable. Anyways, and then there's a second group, and the second group is people. Okay, now I have a brain fart. wait. So the first one, I forgot. Anyways, so I forgot. Damn, I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is, if you bought commodities, or if you followed what I'm doing, do you know what I make from that? Zero. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. I make nothing from it. Oh, the second group of people, okay, I forgot again. I make nothing from it. So that's the difference. And, sorry. The second group of people are people that know what they're talking about, but you will not see them on TikTok or YouTube. They're like lawyers, like Fatima, or they are, like, they charge a lot of money, like $250, $300 an hour, because they really don't want to help some DS idiot. They really don't want to help you guys they're not there for the NPCs. They're there for people who pay up. It's a big paywall, a filter to get their knowledge. So sector rotation is not something I came up with, but it was not easy to learn for me either. Okay? So people like me are actually very, very rare. Just give out information like this. Daily newsletter. $10 a month. You have to sign up yearly. It's like, but even if you do monthly, it's $12. It's like less than your Netflix subscription to watch, I don't know, The Witcher. Like, my sector rotation guide is in my book. In my book. You can read my book for free on KDP. I make $3 or $4 per book that you buy, paperback. Buy the paperback, don't buy the hard copy. $3. And you so yeah, I just really need you to tell this. What do you mean biblical? Can you give examples? Yeah. We're at the end of the road. Look what happened to Venezuela. Look what happened to Weimar Germany. Look what happened to the Soviet Union. Look what happened to Rome. That's what's happening. We're at the end. The West is at the end. And then he sells Crash Prophecy. Yeah. I heard my name, what I did. No, I just said you're a lawyer and you probably don't give people your knowledge or your advice for $10 a month. Kai says not existent actually. Thank you, man. I got the first book, just checking out the other one. Yeah, so like a lot of you guys got my first book. The second book is like the perfect continuation of the first book. Like the first chapters are about sector rotation, but in detail, and what to do during stagflation. And then after that, like you're gonna be a bit confused, I think, when you read the first two chapters. The first chapter, you're gonna be like, oh, what's his point? Like, I'm just setting the stage. I talk a lot about what is happening right now. I debunk some misconceptions about fractional reserve banking, about the Fed, about money creation. And I just get you up to speed. And then I go into sector rotation in chapter 2 and 3. And then after that, oh, guys, like you will learn about values. You will learn about your values. My book's very interactive. I have lots of quizzes. There's a quiz in there. There's a test in there. There's a psychological evaluation of values in my book. Yeah. And then it even becomes spiritual at the end. And you can read it in like 2 hours. It's not a big book. 150 pages, but it's like big, written big. So, I do nothing for free. There you go, see? Fatma does nothing for free. Every 100 years. Yeah. There you go. It's the end of an empire. Anyways, guys, so I've been here for almost 2 hours now. I'm glad it didn't rain this time, but it's getting dark. Some guy speaking English in the park for 2 hours. Like, I don't know. People might be scared. Oh, we're so scared. I'm so scared. Government, please rescue me. Yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys listening. I think this live stream I'm going to upload on YouTube again. I stopped doing that because no one was watching, but I will. And maybe I cut some parts out and upload them as videos because you asked some really good questions. And I think we touched on really interesting topics today. So, Thank you very much. I'm going live every Wednesday and Saturday around this time, like 7 to 8 Central European time, PM. And yeah, please don't forget to check out my newsletter. Check the link in my bio. You'll see my book, my newest book, Awakening, spot on with everything that is going on around you. Like it will, that's why I call it Awakening, because it will open your eyes. Like I wanted first to call my book Open Your Fucking Eyes, but I called it Awakening. But the actual title is Open Your Eyes. Please check out my newsletter. I changed it from 3 days to a whole week for free. So it's like just tomorrow and then it's Monday again. During the week, I post 5 times a week. When markets are open, I post. And those are basically the scripts for the videos I'm making. So please check that out. And yeah, if you happen to read my book, please leave a review. It helps with the Amazon algorithm. It helps other people to get into it. And I just can't thank you guys enough for all your support. All right. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.